Hi everyone, my name is Duffy and in today's episode we are outside. It's a wonderful day. It is 14, 15 degrees. I have brought with me my spotting scope and we are actually filming with my spotting scope. That's a first for me. I have two things. This is something you need when you're gonna go birding. That is my binocular. And second, you need something like this. This is a small bird book. This is the first bird book I had when I was a small kid. And if you can see here, I'm not sure if you can see because we are filming 50, 60, 70 meters away. But here, you can see the birds that I saw when I was 12, 10, 12 years old. So today we are here. It's a kind of nice and warm day, so I thought I should bring you out where I live. And you don't need to go anywhere to a reservoir or bird sanctuary to find birds. Birds are most likely anywhere and everywhere. And on this location, we are in a park. It's a small museum up here, and behind me there is a small river. And we're gonna take the spotting scope, not pointing at me, but we are pointing at the river, and we're gonna see if we can find something. Anyway, what you need today is a binocular, a trusted bird book, and that's all you need. Come with me and we're gonna have a great time. When I was a kid, I came to places like this, and I always bring with me this little book. I marked the bird and birds that I saw, either directly here into the book with a small X, but I also wrote down on a note paper the name of the bird, the place, and the date. And later I could come back to the same place over and over again, and I could see more and more birds in that area. Until I knew that if I go to that place, I can see a dipper. If I go to that place, I can see a cuckoo, and so on. So you can do the same thing. You can start like that. And with this small trusty guide, I had a great time. I brought this one, plus I brought some food, some warm clothes if I needed, maybe a raincoat, and I always brought with me a binocular. You don't need to spend too much money on a binocular in the start. I suggest you instead focus on the experience and then learning step by step. If birding is something that you would enjoy, then you wouldn't then you know it after a few times. Birding might not be for you, but for me it was a big passion, and I think everyone should have some kind of passion, some kind of hobby and interest that you can spend your old days doing. And for me, birding is definitely something I can do until I become 100 years old. If you've seen my other videos, you know that I've been on this location before. It was more up into the museum area. I'm now into the parking area and the park area. The area is now closed for cars. It hasn't yet opened, but for me and you, we can go here and just experience the outdoor as other people do. Here along this riverbed, there is about 20 to 30 different species. There is some waterfowl coming and going here into the river. On the other side, into the woodland, you will have some woodpeckers and other birds that are more forest dwellers. And on this side of the river, there is birds that is more like more open area and who are not shy for people, because in this area there's much more people. When you get older, something might be missing from your life, and many discover that by having too much work over too long time, that they don't have any hobbies. For me, I want to spend my old age having a great time, and I encourage you to do the same thing, but you have to plan for it. So what I do when I plan for my retirement, I plan to make it as pleasant, entertainment, stimulating as possible. And I think by having a hobby, you're achieving exactly this. If you're patient, then you will have a great time outdoor, because the birds, They're not always there when you want them to. Now they're starting coming on my back here. So I might turn the camera the other way soon, and then we'll see what I can see. As you know, my channel is not all about birding. It's also about my life in the Philippines, what I do in the spare time, but most of all, how to have a great time outdoor and have a great hobby. If you haven't done so already, then please subscribe to my channel and me and you can go birding together. I will show you much more of my place in Norway and in Philippines, where I will take you on bird walks in my garden. We'll go for trips outside my place and I will show you Philippines in the way I know it.